Listen, let me start this statement off by saying welcome to the show. Here to put you up on topics that you really need to know. Live and center from the Ville, I introduce the coolest host. Y.C.S.W.U, the DJ, got you ready, good to go.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back to a freestyle edition of YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio, featuring myself as always, Y.C.S.W.U, aka the kid that never sold dope, aka chilling like a booger, and the one and only, man, don't call him a DJ, call him Q, the mother-loving DJ. What's going on, man?
How you? Bro, you didn't sound lit enough. You came in like, hey everybody, you ain't bring the energy for that for real.
What, you want me to do it again or something?
I feel like it was a disservice. No, you can't do it over now. It's just too late.
I mean, I can. We cancel this. Edit this out.
No, man, I'm cooling though, man. It's a Sunday. It's a little gloomy out, but you know we pushing through, man. I'm liking the new scene, like how I'm getting it to look. Still working on it, but it's coming together.
Well, it won't matter soon. I'm about to move to a new location, so
I can't wait. I can't
right,
wait
man.
to get up out of here. Man. I can't wait to get
every time we come in here, they don't never have everything we need no way. So I'm like,
yeah, man. I'm ready to go. But it was a good run. Yeah. I mean, it was a good run. We've been in here for what?
About 4 years?
Yeah, about 4.
So. Yeah.
A couple live shows in the other room.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been pushing, but it's cool, man. I'm ready to have our scene looking different, man. I feel like I've seen maybe like 2 other pods that have been in here, and
way more than 2.
Okay. See, okay,
way more than 2.
And I can't do the whole, our scene looks like somebody else's.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't like it. And I tried to do the lights like to, at least dress it up a bit, but yeah, we gotta switch it up, man.
Yeah, and new spot go crazy though. I can't wait to go there though.
Yeah, we gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right.
All right, man. So yeah, like I said, man, this one of our freestyle episodes. So man, we just kind of talk the shit for like an hour, whatever we want to talk about, random shit. I don't know what we about to talk to, but we about to talk about everything, anything. That's what we do in these episodes. As y'all can see, we got 2 guests on the show. Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves. Lili, you can start first.
Sure, I was gonna start first.
Okay, go ahead.
What's up, y'all? It's Lili Venus. Thanks for having me back, guys. I am very interested in today's episode because I don't know if freestyling is something y'all really want to do with me, but okay, we're here. We're gonna love it. Yeah, let's get the day going.
Hey, top flight.
All day.
And it's Coco, also known as Miss Organic Coco. Yeah, I'm excited. Haven't done a freestyle before, so we gonna see.
This is gonna get crazy.
So I gotta say, we gotta see. I can't remember what number episode Lili Venus on, but the title of it's Top Flight Security. So y'all make sure y'all go back and watch that episode. And then we had Coco on 150th episode with the mental health shout out to Bonner as well. But yeah, make sure y'all go back and check those episodes out. So yeah, so Lili, I know what we could start with, because the last time you was on the show, I remember I asked you. You said Kyle Smile. I actually went on YouTube and watched Kyle Smile. I thought that was actually interesting.
Man. Why you didn't just believe me?
I was like, okay.
Cow Smile.
Like the actual cows. And like she's saying like an actual cow smiles.
Yeah. I've actually seen that.
Yeah, it was random as hell.
I'm a farm girl, so like,
let's go.
Oh, snap. And Lili, you said you were a farm girl too, right?
I want to be. I'm trying to live off grid.
Oh, yeah. You should.
Yeah. I need me some chickens.
Oh, they're cheap, too. I just got some.
$2 at Tractor Supply.
Oh, I got them for $4.
A chicken?
But see, I'm in Franklin.
Baby.
I'm in Franklin, though.
They're like this big. $2.
Yo, you could buy a chicken for $4?
Yeah. I just got 13 of them.
Yeah.
Yo, wait,
so
cute. So you just bought 13.
I got them in the house. I get chickens every spring, though.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You eat them or just use them for eggs?
Just eggs.
That's good. That's what I want to do.
It depends on the breed, because we've gotten chickens before that didn't lay eggs. So.
This takes everything. Everything a whole different path.
You run your risk.
I've got questions. I've got questions. First, how do you create an environment for a chicken?
Really, a box, some newspaper, cover the bottom. Some newspaper. When they're babies, of course, they can't be outside.
Yeah. So
we get a big box, put some food and some water in there, and you have a heat light, like something to kind of keep them warm, and then just cover the bottom because they're gonna poop everywhere. and change it out every so often. Now I'm training them right now for the outside. So when it's nice outside for the last couple days, when it's been nice, I take them outside for a few hours out the day.
Yeah.
So they can understand ground, right? Like grass.
Yeah.
So I just put them in a little cage, let them go outside for like half the day, and then bring them back in until they get old enough to feed themselves outside.
So then do you swap out chickens? Like, it does, like, do you keep the chicken until it's reached end of life, or how do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, but it's really hard to keep chickens, if I'm being honest. We've had so many batches over the years since I was a kid, and like, they have so many predators that it's really difficult. From a chicken hawk, like, you can't leave them uncovered because then a chicken hawk can just like swoop in and take it.
A chicken hawk?
Yeah, like a hawk that will eat chickens.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I thought it would have just been a regular hawk.
No, chicken hawk. Then you got bobcats are everywhere. My own dog. Our last batch, our dog got into their cage and played with them like toys. Like, he's not gonna eat them, but he played with them like toys, so it scared them so bad, and some of them were defeathered because he's like tossing them around in his mouth. He's like,
oh my god,
you know, like a chew toy.
Yo.
So it scared them so bad that they left.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just, you run your risk. I don't know. They have a lot going on. It's hard to kind of keep them around.
I don't think I've ever met anybody that just like and it's dope, like, in my brain, like, to own numerous chickens. The fact that you can go spend $4 and, like, you know, I was gonna roll to the store to grab some eggs, but I could invest, you feel me? And I could go and get it for the long run.
You know, you can do it with eggs too. I just learned this.
What?
You can get a carton of eggs. Yeah, you can get a carton of eggs from like Trader Joe's or Kroger or whatever, and get an incubator. Put the eggs in the incubator, and after so long, it will grow chicks.
I used to see people do that, but I thought this was fake.
No,
it's like Russian roulette. Not all of them.
Yeah, not right.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like
it's probably got to be like maybe organic, all natural,
grass fed.
I probably wouldn't go to Walmart. I'd probably get them from like Trader Joe's
and your farmer markets too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know. I just would think, and I mean, I guess there's really nothing that happens to the chicken up to that point. But I feel like once you get the egg, like, it's too late. But
anything is possible.
That's crazy. I'm trying it. We're gonna start a new season of pod. I'm getting eggs, and I'm gonna try to have chicken. Facts.
For sure, you should.
That's fire.
It's one hell of an experience.
So now I've got questions for you too. Now I want to know. So, like, what was your upbringing like? Like, how did you get to this point of, like?
So my dad's from Franklin. He's super country, like farm boy. Like, we've always had horses. But see, so I grew up mostly in like Antioch. Like, my mom is from North Nashville, my dad's from Franklin, but we grew up in pretty much Antioch area and kind of North Nashville a little bit.
Yeah.
And my dad has always had his land in Franklin with his family. They split up 20 plus acres, and they've always had space out there, you know what I mean? And they've always had horses. So I grew up with horses all the time. We would just kind of go back and forth to Franklin when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then at some point, my dad built a house next to his childhood home on their land. So now I live next door to my parents in the childhood home he grew up in. And my parents are next door. So it's kind of compound style.
That's a blessing. That's the way to go.
It is. Yeah. It is a blessing. I took it for granted when I was younger, for sure. But as you get older, you can't do nothing but appreciate it.
So you ride horses?
Yeah, I mean, not frequently. Most of the time, it's just when people come over. You know what I mean? When people.
Well, I need to get your number because I'm trying to ride some horses.
I'm definitely trying to
talk about the last episode too.
You know, we're like back in the day, like when people pull up at your house because you got a basketball court and they show us
right?
the I'm trying to show up to ride the horse.
It used to be, especially when we first moved, it was really a thing.
Yeah.
The church came, like my parents' church, like. It was a whole thing for sure.
Dang, that's actually fuego.
Farm work is underrated. That's for sure. It's a lot.
Dang, that's hard. So, like, do you think, like, as you get older, you're gonna continue to do those things? Like,
yeah,
really?
Sure. I would hope so. Like, I'm willing to move. You know, if I found my person or something, and we move. But I feel like I need the land. I need to still grow food.
Hell yeah, especially in today's society.
I would still love the chickens. I would still love horses. And even if I didn't like stay in Franklin where my parents are, I would hope to build that elsewhere.
That's hard. What else do you grow?
Well, this spring I'm gonna grow just like a garden for the fam. And any leftovers I usually just give to friends. But it'll be everything from peppers and cucumbers and tomatoes and pretty much anything I can fit on this plot of land. I will try to grow for sure.
That's
watermelon.
Tough.
Yeah.
That's hard.
So yeah.
Cool. You got chicken questions?
Nah, man. I was just thinking about the cow smiling thing, and then I don't know. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole watching turtles run too. I don't know how that happened.
Turtles run.
Yeah, they actually run. I was like, I was impressed.
Like Looney Tunes.
I was impressed though, man. They actually fast though.
Yeah.
I want cows. I think cows are like big dogs, kind of. Like they have emotion. They're intelligent. I would like cows.
And a goat.
See, I thought about goats. Goats are tricky for me. I don't know. Goats be
They're
into
goofy.
They get into stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like a little
and they
kid.
eat everything.
Just chew on you.
Yeah.
And that's fire that y'all have like had the experience. Like I don't think I've outside from like being a kid going to like a petting zoo or something. I don't think I've ever gotten to like experience a goat or like a horse for that matter.
Really?
Like truthfully, I mean I've done weddings at farms where they had like horses there,
sure.
But you know, of course, you can't just walk up and be like, "Let me just meet this horse." But I don't know. That's interesting because y'all like me having like a dog or something. Like you know, I know that a dog is, or most of them are pretty friendly. They're playful. Like, but I don't know. I think it's just I think it's just cool to like have a different experience of like, yo, this horse is fire. Like he's the coolest horse ever. You know, like just uncommon, not really a household animal, but an uncommon animal that you can have within your house. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's.
You ain't never pet no kangaroo before?
Come again?
You never pet no kangaroo?
I have not.
I have.
Really? Like
I don't think I've
zoo?
ever. I don't know. I think I've of course seen them. You know, wherever the zoo had them, but I've never gotten close to a kangaroo.
Yeah, I never fed them before. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I went to. I think I went to Kentucky. I forgot the zoo out there. It's like an outside zoo, but like they let you feed all the kangaroos and
Yeah, I've been seeing
peacocks and all that. Yeah.
I've been seeing like the videos where people take like nature trails, but they're like in their cars and they can feed
like
the animals in like a goat
That's
or
no
something.
fun though. I want to get out and
Because I'd be shook. Like a flamingo come and put his head in my car and be like, yo, like what's going on? Like that's why like I want to experience all that stuff because I feel like just for me as a person, because I haven't experienced it, so I'm like, I don't know what that's gonna be like.
Oh no, have you seen that hotel in Africa with the giraffes? You can stay in a hotel that's actually like half open, so the actual giraffes can come into your room and like eat.
That's like Thailand with the elephants.
Yeah.
Oh my
I would
God.
love to do something like that.
I mean, I would definitely be down, but
I ain't gonna lie. That seems a trip.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a
But
little.
it's so
on the edge,
lavish
but,
at the same time. Like the places are luxury places, like super nice. And then just this random giraffe will like stick their head in your spot.
Like I'm just cooling, catching a flick, and like, damn, that's wild.
I've never heard that, catching a flick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's probably the Midwest.
Oh, so can you close the window? Because what if you sleep?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
It's like open a little bit.
Yeah, I think the hotel itself is like slick open.
And I mean, if you sleep, if it's nighttime, they
probably
sleep
too.
Yeah.
They probably sleep.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling.
Little 3 a.m. snack.
I gotta see what this called.
Room I'm pulling up on. That's hard.
That's funny.
So I guess we can take a detour. So, Lili, I wanted to ask you about being in your line of work.
Which line of work?
Security, particularly.
Okay.
Top flight. Let's go.
Yes, top
Let's
flight.
go.
So, first, do you feel safe at your job?
I have to. I'm security. If I don't feel safe, I shouldn't be doing the job.
Okay. So then, okay. So like the place that we saw you. So like, do you typically do security at the same place?
Oh no. I'm all over the place.
Okay. So like, what we were talking about before, like in the last episode, is I feel like you have to have. You never really know what's gonna happen at any given time. So is it like, for you, is there like a typical normal when you work of like, I expect to go and do this 8-hour shift and probably ain't shit gonna happen? Or do you feel like a nigga might pull a knife out on me today? Like,
it depends on the post. It depends where I'm at. The energy of the people. Like, based on the event, I can tell if I need to have a heightened awareness or not.
Yeah. So do you know, like, if I'm going to do a wedding, right? Like, when I drive to a wedding to DJ, I typically know what's gonna happen. Like, even if I'm in a different place, I know I'm gonna go do a ceremony for 30 minutes. We're gonna do cocktail for an hour. They're gonna hit the dance floor for 3 hours, and it's all the same thing. But like for you, typically, I think that especially if you're going to places that you haven't been, you don't really know what's gonna happen. Right. Typically.
Right. And yeah, I mean, that's always in the back of my mind because anything can happen. A person can just crash out for no reason, you know? But I still have like a general idea of what to expect based off of where I'm going. Like, all nightclubs, it's the same. It doesn't matter where I'm at, what state I'm in. All nightclubs have the same vibe. Same thing with weddings, really. Weddings are more chill, laid back. I'm kind of just making sure the patrons don't, you know? So it just depends on where I'm going.
Okay.
What did you bring up last episode? The tow truck?
So I was talking about along with the tow guys, specifically like bounty hunters, right? So like my mom was watching this old show. I think his name was like Dog the Bounty Hunter or something. It's super old, but they would like, which of course, you know, a lot of that shit is probably scripted, but I'm pulling up to this person's home and I don't know what the hell you got in your house.
Now that's totally different because these people are wanted, so they're gonna fight a little bit.
And so, like, do you think you would do that?
I'm already in the process.
What the? Okay, so yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that takes. What if you? How has your mental state changed towards all of that? Like, from when you started security.
I know, right? I know.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like your mind has to change a lot.
And it has, and I say that all the time. Like, I feel like as much as I do security, there's kind of a little bit of room for that soft girl. And she's like not there anymore because she can't be there. Like, I have to be on my P's and Q's all the time. So
does that kind of like drown into your regular life, like outside of work?
Oh yeah, I can't even go to the club like with my friends without being on edge. And they be like, "Chill, bro, you not at work." And I'm like, "Sorry."
I gotta see how many exits is in here. Like, that's, I don't know. It was just different. I was just saying, like, I think it takes a different type of person to like just do a job to where, I mean, not every day your life is at risk, but it could be.
I mean, the thrill is a little addicting, not knowing. It's never boring, you know? So I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I feel it.
If you're a thrill seeker, it's definitely for you.
Coco, would you do security?
Yeah, I probably would.
You think so?
I could. I mean, I never really thought about it, honestly. I don't think I would. I guess it depends on the place.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the place.
Yeah. I feel like if I did security, I would want to be especially at least for my first, year or whatever, I would want to be in the same place. And I would like,
get a feel for that.
Because I'm sure there are like agencies where you do security for wherever, they need people.
Sure.
But I feel like if it were me, like for my first year, I want to be at the same club. I get to use for these same people.
See, I wouldn't want to do the club.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't think I want to do the club.
It's quite an experience. Believe you me. Ooh.
I bet. That's why.
That would be like, I might have to go home.
Honey, what? No.
So, like, what's your favorite place to do security? And not even like specific place.
My van. I love patrol shifts because those are easy. Then I can be a soft girl. I'm just in my car all night. And it's nothing better than that.
Oh, damn. So you do those too?
You do everything. I told you I'm all over.
Over.
How was the Six Flags experience?
Oh, that was amazing. I can't wait to do that again. Yeah, because it was both of my passions in one, music and security. Like, that was great.
Yeah, that was fire.
I had so many friends. They were like, "Why you not performing?" I'm like, "Chill. I'm working. I'm still here."
I feel it.
Your child is hilarious too. I be seeing the Facebook posts.
Out of control, right? Yeah. Tell me, pray for me.
Hilarious.
Coco, how old are you?
32.
Okay, cool. What do you do?
Right now, me. I do a lot.
That's
Okay,
Yep.
I like that. I like that.
For now, me. Because I do live where I live, I'm able to kind of take my time with whatever I feel like I want to do. I quit my 9-to-5 back in August.
Yeah.
To try to, well, school was starting. That was a lot of it. And the job I was doing was like 24/7. I was in car sales. So I couldn't really, with my son going back to school, I couldn't really give him the proper time. So since then, I've been doing odd job. I do a lot of different type of stuff to make money. Whether it's deliveries, whether it's making t-shirts, whether it's doing laundry for people, whether like I just do random.
Just get out.
You know, if a friend calls and say, "Hey, I need help with this," I'll pay. Then I'm gonna do that. You know, so it just kind of depends. But I have my CDL. I just got.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I got my CDL a couple years ago actually, but I just got some things worked out to get that back active. So I think I'm gonna take a trucking job soon.
A or B?
A.
You want to do over the road?
No.
Team driving?
No, I'm not gonna go over the road or team because I have a kid. Right. I'm a mom, so I can't really stay away from home. So they do have there's local stuff around. Whether the schedule fits is gonna be the thing, right? And then school bus driving is a thing. I'm thinking about that, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what works with my lifestyle better.
Yeah.
Because I want to grind on one end and on another end.
I just want to
the freedom of not is like, because like school bus drivers have an ideal schedule. It's on the school's time. No summers, no breaks, no nights, no weekend. You know,
and I work shifts in the morning. I get a break in
that's
between.
What I'm saying. I can still go to the gym. So I'm trying to figure out what really works with my lifestyle. Plus, there's business ventures I want to do. So,
feel that.
So there's a lot going on.
What passions do you have? Like things outside of just like working?
Health and wellness is probably the biggest thing. On my platform is dedicated to teaching people about fasting, juicing. It used to be plant-based. I was a lot of plant-based focus a few years ago, but I've kind of narrowed that into more fasting and detoxing and juicing, because I feel like that's just more universal. Doesn't matter your eating lifestyle or what your diet is. I think everybody should fast, or my key is like moderation is key. You know what I mean? Everything in moderation. So
that's awesome. We could talk a lot about health and wellness. My Botanica, that's what we're all about. We got a lot of herbal products.
Yeah, and I love that. Herbs, teaching people about herbs. There's certain detoxes. You know, I do certain detoxes quarterly, and gut health, all the good things that correlate to mental health, honestly. So, yeah, that's probably my biggest passion.
Okay. So, one thing I was thinking about the other day. So, like, are you like? Were you vegan at one point, or are you vegan now?
Yeah, I was vegan from 2019 up until really the end of last year or so. Then I started to be more like plant-based, and then now it's turned into, I use myself as a guinea pig. Yeah. I'm in the gym more, so I'm trying to see if I incorporate meat again for that protein, how that makes me feel versus being plant-based only, and if I can get the certain gains or a certain look that I'm going for. So I'm trying to see, honestly. I'm not stuck on veganism. I'm not like a hardcore. I was never one of those like hardcore push it down people's throat kind of person. But it did make me feel better when I didn't have.
What do people consider eggs?
Plant-based. So if you eat eggs, but you don't eat like I was eating no animal products, which is like vegan, right? And then I started incorporating eggs first. Okay. And that's still considered like plant-based. Or vegetarian, right? That's a thing.
But if you like take it up a notch and you fried like the one that made the egg, then you're not plant-based.
No, I mean no matter how the egg is. But if you eat like dairy, then you're considered like more vegetarian. Because you're just, I guess vegetarian is no meat. Yeah. Still dairy, still like eggs. And then veganism is no animal products, period. And then plant-based is kind of in the middle of vegetarian and vegan.
I wanted to be pescatarian at one point, and I think I'm pretty sure that I'm actually gonna do that, because I was like, I mean, my body I already cut off pork completely, and then I was like, I still want a little meat. Pause. But big pause. But you know, like I want to like still make better decisions.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
it doesn't have to be for every single meal that you have meat.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Because I mean, like I fuck with a sea roach. Like if I can eat that shit, like that's right. Like shrimp is
said a sea roach.
Yeah, I fucks with sea roaches, and like fish. Like I could eat fish for like every day of my life. So. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna rock with that though.
Yeah.
Why you just ask one of my random ass questions for though?
Which one?
The egg. I usually ask what do you consider an egg, a fruit or a vegetable?
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think it's either.
It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not.
It's neither.
And I don't know. It's just the concept of like eating an egg was always weird, because I mean it's like it comes from a chicken, but then again it's like it's not really made of that until it becomes a chicken. So I don't know. and that's just like me going off on a tangent, but I don't know. It's just really weird.
True. That is interesting.
What music are y'all listening to right now?
Myself.
I know that's right.
Literally, I'm working on some stuff right now.
I was about to say, you got what you got? You got new stuff coming up?
Yeah, I actually just started producing my own like frequency music. No vocals, just different chimes.
I think you were talking about that the last time you were here. Yeah. Okay.
And it's been fun, really. So I've been working on that.
What you got going, Coco? What you ride? What did you ride here to? Did you ride in silence?
No.
Okay.
No, I was on some R&B today.
Okay.
I've been on some R&B. I mean, I be all over the place. It really just depends on my mood. It could be like Sir and Cleo Soul and.
Yeah. That's usually what a Sunday will do for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Especially when it's cloudy and it could be on some real mellow stuff today.
Who's on y'all? What songs are on y'all clean the house playlist?
Oh, that's 90s, 80s,
See,
70s.
I was gonna say definitely 80s. Mine is more like Anita Baker and Luther and. Or it might even be some Earth, Wind and Fire in it. You just never really. Or some Elder Bars or something. You just never really know. Man. I like a little oldies playlist though. For a Sunday, cleaning the house or Saturday. Yeah. For sure.
I've been on a big South African kick lately, though. Yeah, their music slaps.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
Tyler
like
Y.C.S.W.U?
Afrobeat?
He's cool. It's called I'm a Piano.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm a piano.
AMA. And then like piano.
I'm a piano. Okay.
They might pronounce it different. I don't know, but that's how I see it.
What is it? Is it like similar to like Y.C.S.W.U?
No, it's really got its own. It reminds me of like Afrobeats meets house music.
Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, I've heard some. Yeah.
I'm gonna lock in. You said I'm a piano.
Yeah, look up Tyler Y.C.S.W.U. He's got a song called Mnike, MNIKE. That's a good one.
Okay, I'll check it out. And bitch, what you listen to when you clean the house?
Clean up the house, man. I don't even know.
Say when the last time I cleaned the house.
I be at work all the time. I don't even have time to clean up the house.
The
only thing I've been listening to right now though is Key Block right now. That's what I've been listening to right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my gym. Oh, Key Block in the gym.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My.
I can't wait for the new album drop though.
Yeah, he been pushing it for a while now. I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm getting through. Listen to Key Block for sure.
Nice. Y'all work out a lot?
I just started not too long, a couple months ago. And it's on and off with the gym. It's a love-hate.
Which one you go to?
I go to the Y right now.
Okay, cool.
I change them a lot though.
Yeah.
I've only been with the Y for about 3 months.
True
But
Fit.
before that, see, in Franklin, they don't have a True Fit. See, I
wish they had one here. They don't have
a Crunch either.
Crunch is still relatively new. I'm sure they'll have one.
I hope so, or at least a Gold's Gym.
Yeah,
they don't have a Gold's Gym either.
Yeah, I used to go to Gold's when I was when I was in Madison, when I was living there. my sister worked in Hendersonville, so I was in Hendersonville quite a bit, and Gold's was like right there, so I would just go to Gold's. Gold's was cool. It was just like it wasn't enough me in there, like my people.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that's how I feel about the Y.
Yeah.
And it's Franklin, so I'm gonna feel like that.
Lit.
That's true. And I mean, like I work in Franklin. I actually just signed up for the Planet Fitness that's out there.
The one on 96.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. I think there was a chicken spot over there that closed down.
Yeah, Big Shack.
Yes. Yeah. So I signed up for that one. So my plan is to go like when I'm at work and like on my break I can just slide to the gym. But it's almost easier to just go and walk. And I've just been I've been liking that more. Like of course, go to the gym to lift weights, but walking has just been it just felt like more of a vibe.
Yeah.
Like I could go out, throw my headphones on, kick out a quick, little mile and a half, and be straight.
Yeah, you gonna have time. You about to have another kid soon. You ain't got no time to do nothing.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Another. You said another. So you have a child right now?
I have a 3-year-old now. He's blast. Sometimes. And then I've got another one on the way, which we haven't told anybody yet, but I think by the time this comes out, we'll have told people, but it's going to be a boy. So I'll have 2 boys, which I think are going to drive me nuts, but I'm excited.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, like
boy dad.
Yeah, exactly. Which I really wanted a girl. I'm not gonna lie. Which
gonna
I'm
try
not
for
like.
Another one?
What did you say? I couldn't quite hear you.
I'm trying to get her.
Like,
gotta get her here.
So I'm really on the fence, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Because yes, would I be cool with another kid? Absolutely. Do I want to purposely try for another kid?
Right.
I don't know. You got to catch me.
Are you guys gonna get a doula? Are you gonna get a doula?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, unless that's what my fiance wants to do. But
how was it the first time you went to the hospital? She went to the hospital.
Yeah, and that shit was hell for me. No, just like, but I mean, I think that she was okay.
That's why you should get a doula.
Did you get
so
a doula?
like they do it
I
at
am
the house?
a doula.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So you had your baby naturally as well?
Yeah. No, she was in the hospital, but no epidural, no induction, just straight.
Hers
See,
didn't
they
work.
didn't allow me to do that, and I was pissed. I don't think I'd ever do the hospital.
Just bring your birth plan, even notarize it. Give it some legality behind it.
I don't like them forcing it. Like, I felt forced at the hospital.
They'll bully you if you don't stand on business.
Yeah,
but that's what your doula's for.
Well, she got an epidural and it didn't work. And now, man, that I felt so bad for her. Like in that moment, like being in that room, like of course I wasn't going to, but if there was any moment that I wanted to leave, like and just be like, you got it. It was that moment.
Aww.
But I wasn't, of course, I wasn't, I was going to be there, but it was just tough to like see her like go through that. And it was just like I can't imagine, first of all, childbirth in general, can't imagine, but to do it with nothing and to do it naturally is, I don't know, I feel like
it's mental.
beast.
And there's like things that can help, like hypnobirthing. That's really beneficial, but it's all mental.
Like you can hypnotize her into having a baby?
Hypnobirthing is like you put yourself in a meditative state, but you have to train yourself. It's not something you can just do during labor. Like it builds up, and there's comfort measures too. Like you can get hip squeezes done, counter pressure, the rice sock. There's all types of stuff to help you through it.
It takes a village too. When at least from what I've seen, I have a friend that's a doula as well, and I can tell it takes that family, that support system.
Yeah.
For that.
Because most people will try to talk you into getting an epidural. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely need some support.
Oh my goodness. They told me I didn't have a choice. The baby was in distress, and I was like, but I'm fine. Like, I can handle these. Because I can take pain pretty well. So like the contractions to me weren't. I mean, I was like, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's like, it wasn't so bad that I felt like I needed anything. They're like, well, the baby's in distress, so you have to. And it's like, oh, and actually, you got to do a C-section. I'm like, what?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think everything's fine. Like, we don't really need to do all that.
Yeah.
And so I cried. I was pissed because that wasn't a part of the plan.
It's sad how much that happens though, but it's because it's a business.
And they're rushing you too. They don't care that you've been in contractions for however they're kind of like, you know what, let's just go ahead and break your little water.
Yeah.
They stuck their hand up there and broke my water, and I'm like, dang.
That's why I always try to advise, try not to go to the hospital till you're in active labor, because as soon as you get there, their clock starts ticking.
Yep.
And you don't want to be caught up with that.
That's what I felt. And I was so young. Oh, I had my son at like 21. So I was oblivious to options anyway. So knowing what I know now, if I had a baby again, it would be totally different. Totally different.
Are you going to encapsulate your placenta? Ooh. Give it to me.
What? Wait, do they sell on the streets? Like, are they just buying placentas? I mean, I know that she mentioned, like, of course, I should have brought Kim in so she could talk about all this stuff. I know that she was talking about doing that this time around, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do it yourself too. You can do it yourself, dehydrate it at home. If you don't have a dehydrator, slow cook it in the oven, grind it down, put it in the capsules, boom. Make sure you steam it and clean it real good.
Just don't let the hospital have it.
You can take it home. Just sign a paper.
Because
they will just.
You don't have to do anything. That's why I be trying to tell people you don't have to do nothing. They be like, but I had to learn your rights, bro.
Yeah, you gotta know your rights for sure.
So, what is it? How big is a placenta?
They vary. Each baby's different.
Okay. And from my understanding, so it's like if she takes her placenta, like, you know, pills or whatever, it gives her the nutrients back, essentially.
Yeah, something like that's the simplest way. It's nutritious. It's controversial, but I mean, almost every mammal eats their placenta after birth. Yeah. And we used to, but we got disconnected from that. But yeah.
Okay.
It helps balance your hormones, which is really important in terms of like postpartum depression and psychosis.
So you think, like, when we go to the hospital, right? Like, if we were to choose to go to the hospital, right? Do you think I can take my PlayStation? Like, do you think that's cool for me?
Can we talk about? Because I hate when I see guys post that. I want to smack the back of their. Like, why is you in there with your game?
Can we not do that?
Why would you want to?
You're supposed to be doing skin to skin.
You know what I mean? And of course not after the baby, but what about pre-baby?
But I'm saying, why
would you helping her get through labor?
But why would you want to? That wouldn't even.
You're supposed to be rubbing her feet, rubbing her shoulders.
With your lady?
I think when we went the last time, we watched a movie. I didn't play.
She wasn't in active labor then. If I can watch a movie, I'm not ready to have a baby.
No, not beforehand. Not like Once we were watching the movie, it was just like we're preparing.
So you don't even know really this time how it's even gonna work out.
Yeah.
Like
no clue at all.
Right, the baby could be had in the car at home before you get there.
Then I might not even get a chance to pack the PlayStation.
You never really know. Why do you want to take the PlayStation? Men, can y'all please stop bringing the game to the hospital?
And then after that,
that's crazy.
Ain't it? I mean, girl, that should be pissing me off.
You're in there for another 2 days.
Very common.
I'm in here for another 2 days. It's freezing in here.
What? You might have a PlayStation by the time.
Where's the support group for the men?
Not the
Where are our support?
How heavy is a PlayStation, man?
I mean, it's a couple.
You gotta play whatever's on here.
Right, on your phone,
right? That's all you
crazy.
I know, like I just remember like the days after we had Cash, like sitting, because one thing, they gonna get you about that hospital.
Yeah.
Like, they like, yo, we're gonna give you 2 days and get up out of here. And I remember that, but I remember like those 2 days were like, other than, when we got to see the baby, well, why do I say the baby? When we got to see Cash then, and like he would, he'd be there, and then they might take him to go do something or whatever, but I don't know, it just...
See, and I don't like that whole thing.
It was just a lot of things for her. And I mean, I would be there to support, but I mean, I'm just kind of sitting there.
There's so much you can do. There's so much, from preparing her foods, helping her express her breast milk, rubbing on her wounds if she does have a C-section. Like I said, massages, affirmations.
Now I feel like I'm not a caring person.
You're doing so well. I'm
man.
so proud of you.
Okay.
This is amazing.
And go with them. If they take the baby, you better go with them. Don't even let them take the baby out the room. Everything they can do in the room.
And I think that's another reason I don't like the hospital, is because after you have the baby and then they just kind of take the baby whenever and it's almost like they telling you, no, I gotta take them now. It's like, sweet.
You don't have to though. You don't have to do anything.
Wait a minute, girl.
You don't have to get no eye ointment. You don't have to circumcise. You don't have to get vaccines. You don't have to do nothing. Just have the baby and bye.
Do doulas circumcise?
No, in my practice, we don't even. If that's what you want, we won't even take you as a client.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Most doulas are. stuff like that.
That man said take a PlayStation.
Yeah, man. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have gone through the hospital. Probably. Period. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have done any. I wouldn't have circumcised. I wouldn't have done any of that. I don't think.
Really? I feel like in our culture, we're just very uneducated on what our options are and why we even do what we
exactly.
do.
I think and that's a lot of it. Because I was 21, I'm going along with whatever my mom and them think I'm supposed to be doing based on whatever church they went to told them this is how things supposed to go, or the hospital saying whatever. I'm just kind of, even though I'm the one having the baby, I'm just being pulled wherever they tell me to pretty much go. So knowing that now, I'm like, yeah, no. They can never do that.
But out of all the things that I feel like we've lost touch with, breastfeeding breaks my heart because our ancestors literally fed the nation, and we just are so quick to give up and shove formula, and I hate that. Yeah. Like if you don't try,
I think
like
breastfeeding was hard.
She had that was one of the things that was actually one of the reasons that we were in there longer than normal, because she had issues with that, like getting cash to like really like latch and all that. So like I think that was an experience in itself for sure.
There's this like, I don't know why it's increased, but there's this huge increase where babies are being born now with more lip ties and tongue ties, so they can't latch properly. And there's been studies done that it's because of our prenatals. We take these prenatal vitamins and it causes a mutation in the baby, and then they have like ties. So definitely get checked out for that. If the next baby has problems, ask the lactation consultant to check for ties. Not the pediatrician, because pediatricians aren't even trained in that. You got to ask an actual lactation consultant or a pediatric dentist. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to be more, I think I'm gonna be supportive, maybe is the word. Like, I don't feel like our last birth, like I was just like, you do it all and I don't help. But like talking in that like aspect, like hearing you, okay, there are probably other things that I can do.
I could just send you a list when this is over, and y'all can like
send me a list and let me know. Absolutely.
Oh, that's good that you want to do better.
I'm trying.
Don't bring the PlayStation.
That's what I was to hear.
I'll leave it at home.
Yay. That's great. One guy down, so many more to go.
Troy, what else you got for us, man?
I mean, we can take a break real quick. Let me check this camera and stuff real quick, but we'll take a break real quick.
Right.
But yeah, we'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Did my mic get fixed? You got my
I guess. I mean, what? It's whatever. You ain't gonna know when I edit anyway, so it ain't gonna matter. You know, I'm a master at this, so I'm good.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So I wanted to ask y'all, man, what are y'all doing if Marvin Sapp lock y'all in the church, though?
Man, don't even need Sapp.
Wait, so okay, can you explain what happened? What's the thing behind that?
I guess he needed some money. He locked everybody in the church. Said he needed $40,000 from the congregation, and he locked them in the church.
Locked them in the church.
Yeah, literally locked them in the church.
Close the door.
That's crazy.
I was like,
I mean, weak.
I understand business. Mm-hmm. I get that church is a business for sure, but.
I'm like,
well, he got arrested, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah,
so he got arrested for that.
He got arrested
on kidnapping.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah. I guess it is though.
Yeah.
Because that's wild. Like, that's wild. There's more subtle ways to go about. Like, come on, bro. Being that dramatic, like, come on. Yeah. It's 2025. You know you can't do nothing like that.
No.
For real. Like, come on.
He must have done ran out of money or something.
Yeah,
no way.
I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, nah.
Insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah, he might have to get his ass whooped in church. Sorry, God. Something's gonna have to happen.
That's funny.
What TV shows are y'all watching right now? If y'all watching TV.
Well, I'm watching some anime, but I ain't watching no TV shows.
Oh no, talk about it. What you watching?
The new 7 Deadly Sins. I don't know if I like it though.
Okay, so I haven't. That was on my list to start, but then when I wanted to watch that, I started Boruto.
Okay, I started the Dragon Ball Daima.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I tried to get into Daima, right?
Oh
So-
my God, you didn't?
So I watched probably the first 3-ish episodes.
So you didn't
maybe.
see Super Saiyan 4 go canon?
No,
Or
I didn't.
3
I
for
didn't. I
Vegeta?
saw YouTube videos, but I didn't get to it.
You have
And
to
I'm
actually-
gonna lock in now.
Okay.
Now I'm about to go down an anime rabbit hole, but I'm gonna lock in now. I'm trying to. I just finished. What just went off? One of my little favorite joints.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, Dragon
Bro,
Ball
they have
Daima.
so many different Dragon Balls. Like, pause.
I'm finna give you the name to this one.
Yeah.
I don't know the name, but I've been watching it, but it's hilarious. The dude was a hitman, and he gave it all up to be with his family, and he got like real big, but he's still like a hitman for real. That's a really good anime. I'm gonna give you the name in a second.
Okay. I've been watching that one. Dang, it's time for the anime segment. Let's get
Let's
into the
go.
anime segment.
Man.
Coco, you watch anime?
You know what's crazy? I've never watched it as a kid. I watch it more now
Yeah.
that my son is at that age
Mhm.
than I ever have.
Yeah.
So I'm just now starting my anime journey. My
Fire.
son loves One Piece. I just started Castlevania. Is that
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that I just
Yeah.
started Castlevania.
Oh,
and
look
then
at you.
Yeah.
I've seen a little Sailor Moon.
I
I've seen a
love
little,
I love people getting into anime.
There's a
for
black
real.
one. There's a black one on Netflix.
Cannon Busters.
No, Asaka. I don't know the name. I'd have to look at Netflix. There's a black one that I literally just started as well. I would have to look at the name of that one. But yeah, I'm just starting, so don't even.
No, that's
Don't
fine.
even ask me
no,
really
it's
what I
perfect because
think.
now
Okay.
I'm finna send you a list.
whole list, baby.
yeah,
Let's
lock
get you
this
started
in.
off right.
Solo Leveling. That's what I'm watching.
Okay.
Have you seen Solo Leveling?
Mm-mm. And it's
Fire.
called Sakamoto Days.
Okay.
Sakamoto Days.
Fire.
What is it on? Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's kind of cheating to me. It's kind of cheating, but it's like this dude. So he gets to. So they're like different ranks of like how much of a superhuman, quote unquote, you can be, right? So he stumbled onto like this. It's almost like a video game, but it's like this system that he gets to level up in life, like in general. So like I could go and fight somebody and I only know how to throw a punch, but midway through the fight I leveled up and now I have swords and I can kill you. Like,
oh wow.
But it's cheating because you literally level up in life, but shit is fire. Like,
It sounds good.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I've been watching that and Kaiju number 8, which is about to have a movie out. So.
Oh my God! Did you hear they're gonna do the live action for Zelda? I'm not excited.
Yep.
I'm not
They gotta
excited.
chill these live
No,
actions.
for real.
That,
the character's not.
I don't
gonna
like
look good.
it. How was the live action for One Piece? What was
I
that
only
like?
watched
I
the
don't
first
think that looked
episode,
even good.
and
I didn't even
and
start that.
because to be
It looks
honest,
crazy to me.
I tried
It
to
looks
watch
silly.
the real One Piece, but it's just so much.
Yeah,
It
it is.
So much. One Piece
It
is so
is.
overwhelming for me.
It
Yeah,
is.
same.
And it's like
Why is it so many
And Bleach.
seasons?
I'm not
it's
that
so many
type of girl.
seasons. Like when I was watching Naruto, like there's a filler guide for Naruto, so I could look at this guide and say, it says these episodes are important, these are not. You can skip these because they're just like side stories. One Piece, at least I didn't find one, but there wasn't a filler guide, so you just gotta keep watching. And some of that shit is boring. Some of that stuff is just like, after I finished the episode, I'm like, I could have not watched this one.
That's how I felt about Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual Dragon Ball, like when he was a kid, that was
Yeah.
very entertaining for me. I could sit and just watch through that. But Dragon Ball Z Kai, yeah, same, boring.
Yeah, I feel it. Troy, did you watch anime?
Dragon Ball. That's why I was like, I didn't know they came out with some new Dragon Ball. I used to play the video game a lot.
Yeah.
Diamond's on it's on Crunchyroll, right? Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
and then,
on Netflix.
I mean, it was on what was it, Cartoon Network? You know?
Yeah, it used to be on Toonami.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Nami.
I know, those were the days.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that Zelda live action, I'm not looking forward to that because I feel like the characters aren't going to look like the characters.
Yeah.
And then that universe, the timelines, there's so much. So, like, what timeline are they going to start from? The very beginning? Like, I don't know. I don't put my trust in it. Yu Yu Hakusho was good, though.
Yeah.
The
You
live
got to
action.
see it.
That was fire.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I still be on the Boondocks too, though.
Well, yeah, that's
like
it's like a black staple.
They coming back with everything else. They should come back with that.
Drawn Together, y'all seen that?
Which one?
Drawn Together.
I've
it used
heard,
to be on Comedy
but I haven't
Central.
seen it though. No.
It's a big house, and they shot it like the Real World style, and it was different characters. So yeah, Betty Boop, SpongeBob, Link, Superman, Foxy Cleopatra, like they're all in just one house. Yeah. It was very vulgar, but it was so good.
I feel like I've seen clips.
Yeah, it was so
I've
good.
never seen whole episodes.
Which live action reminds me, I watched the Lion King live action. It was not a film.
Why are they remaking all
saying.
these movies anyway? Why do they keep remaking
That's how it goes.
Films? Like I don't get
I
it.
have no. Now I was happy because they told it was from Mufasa's story, but I was just like, I didn't really need this.
Yeah,
I didn't.
But even the other live action one they did, I didn't even go see it because I was like, y'all really gonna ruin the 90s?
I know history repeats itself, but with all remakes, it feels like it loses that original spark. Even when they remake the video games, like if you're a Final Fantasy fan, the remake compared to the original, like, I don't know, everything's just different.
Yeah, it's wild how they're remaking everything. I don't know if I like that.
That's my shit.
When I was a kid, I wanted to like go into like making movies, but I wanted to make the same movie, but it went a different way, like numerous times. So like you could watch The Lion King, and I would make like 5 Lion Kings, and it'd all be different. And I was just like, I don't even know if people do that with movies normally, but I think that'd be fire.
Well, they've started that kind of something similar like that on Netflix, the interactive series, depending on what you pick.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Which they should have done. How many? Because they only did one, I think. What was that interactive? It was the only one that they did, I think. I just can't remember the name. But they did do one. And I thought that was fire. Like, it reminds me, there's a video game that's Detroit. But
oh my god, that's such a good game.
Yeah, I love Detroit. You're a robot or whatever, and you can, you kind of pick what happens next.
You think that's going to happen to us? You think it's coming?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me
Absolutely.
too.
I don't.
It's already happening.
Do I think that we will be here to see it? Maybe not in the full scope of things, but absolutely.
It's
I definitely
moving
think
fast.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder what's going to be that thing. Like my dad told me, he's like, when we were kids, there's no way you could have told us that we would have been able to FaceTime somebody from halfway across the world. So I'm wondering, like, and my dad's like 60. So I'm wondering what's going to be that thing that we're like, I can't believe.
For me, it was flying cars.
I was just gonna say
cars.
I
was like, we're in the future.
Cars, bro.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, they've already made them.
I knew they made them, but I haven't actually seen it yet.
In California, they have the prototypes that like fly.
Yeah, I saw like a clip on either YouTube or Instagram or something.
It makes you think, because transportation is going to change majorly once we get our pilot licenses. So what would be the need for commercial planes? Hence maybe why they're crashing. But
see, they've been crashing.
Okay.
I feel like planes been crashing.
Yeah, but it's more mainstream now and in our face, so we can be scared to fly.
Yeah, I guess it's more mainstream now.
And I mean, they were saying that all of that was because Trump made that change.
But that's not true.
Right, that's not true.
Because there was more plane crashes last year than there was this year. They're just making it more.
And
that's the thing. Why are they making it, like you said, like why are they making that?
They got an agenda behind that they're trying to push.
There's a program happening that I guess we gotta figure out.
I should have had Kier come. He'll go. My one of my guys, he'll come in and go through a whole spiel on why that's happening. He's like, he goes deep in those rabbit holes.
Yeah.
He'll sit there and I think I actually said that the last time you were here a little bit. I was like, I should have brought him in.
I do want to see Final Destination though. I do
really?
Yeah, I want to see that.
You want to see that new one?
Yeah.
I stopped.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm scared. I don't think I
3.
want to relive the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I think I want to leave that.
I'm ready
where
for my
that
trauma
was.
to be messed up again.
Because did you see the preview they had came out? Yeah. Oh my god! I was like, see.
Hey, the glass and the ice.
Too much. Yeah, that that was crazy.
I'm like, they're supposed to. If a glass break, they're supposed to take it out. They're supposed to clean all that ice out anyway. So that's
Movies gonna movie. I wish there were some movies they made like a black version of though.
Oh,
like there's so many movies that I'm like, for example, one of my favorite movies is He's Just Not That Into You.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wish they made like a black version of that movie.
Yeah.
Because it's a great movie, but it's such a white perspective. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Yeah.
But I do love that movie just for the simple fact of what it was talking about. The kind of shit that was going on in the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, a black version would hit so hard.
I feel it. That'll be hard. It's those. It's black. Like, I think Boy Meets World should have been a black. They should have made
Oh,
black.
yeah. Boy Meets World, absolutely.
Boy Meets World is like top 5 for me of like shows ever. So
I don't know why, but that made me think of Raven. Why does she look like Orlando now?
She do.
She do, right? So I'm not tripping.
That's correct. I didn't make that correlation till, right?
Yo.
You gotta see her most recent
when
picture.
she got rid of the
Most
hair.
recent picture.
She got rid of the hair. Yeah. No, that's
The energy.
man.
I'm like, y'all became one another. You should have just stayed together.
Yeah, that's true. And now they both kind of weird in their own ways.
Totally weird.
Because I mean, Raven don't come off as weird until you like see her in interviews and like.
When you start talking to her for real, you're like,
yeah.
It's because everything they went through like a lot of MK Ultra stuff. So their minds aren't really their own, you know.
MK Ultra, talk about it.
MK Ultra, like the brainwashing when you're in Hollywood, they control you. You have a handler, the butterflies crossing your eye, all that good stuff.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write it down because now I want to know. Okay, but I do know that they were doing all of those like joints of like Disney actors, especially like the kid actors who went through a lot, like coming up.
Yeah.
Like Drake and Josh, they talked about like his story and all that shit that happened with Drake and like
and all that. People from all that.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
That was my show. I love that show. It's really sad.
It's so crazy when your kids grow up and now start watching that type of stuff. Like my son is watching all that now. I'm like, wow,
man, you don't even know the half of it.
So nostalgic.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
All right.
What's your zombie apocalypse plan?
Man, you know what I want to do so bad? Have y'all seen Leave the World Behind? Or like, okay, that's not like zombie, but like, you know how Leave the World Behind, at the end you saw like that bunker that was like fully stocked.
Yeah.
And like I would love
in
to
my
have
perfect world,
but I want like more of an underground situation. And it's because I live on so much land. In my head, I'm like, why are y'all not building stuff underground out here? Like it's so much land out here. Like why?
That's what Elon got.
Yeah.
It's like y'all thinking about. My parents are thinking about doing certain type of stuff, and I'm like, why would you spend $30K on that?
A lot of athletes have bunkers too.
Yeah.
I feel
like a celebrities, period.
I feel like politicians, celebrities in general, like, and I feel like that's why the Obamas produced that movie. Like, because the Obamas produced Leave the World Behind. And I feel like that was almost like a foreshadowing.
Right. Absolutely.
To like, and then like the Tesla type cars that were crashing, I'm like, yo, we're so close to that being a thing. Because literally, if they just cut off the internet,
it's over
shit
with.
is going nuts.
We're cooked.
If the electricity went off completely,
that was like
over with.
Remind me of that South Park.
Did y'all see what was that newest show on Hulu where they were in their own little separate world? Damn it! What was the name of that show? I forget. Anyways, there's a show on Hulu where basically there was like a world event that was about to like shut everything down, and so what they predicted it probably years before, and so they went into mountains and actually built their own town, like own civilization. And so I can't remember the number of people that they could have, but they moved people there, and so when shit went down, they moved into their own spot. So like the president, like right before they were about to go, they were like, basically you could do one of two things. You could either nuke everything to just make sure that we get rid of whatever is going to be, like if there was like a weird habitat or something that's created in from that, you could do that. Or they created like a bomb that it wasn't necessarily a bomb, but it was like an EMP of sorts that shut everything down within like 100 million radius. So he was like, you could do that, but if you do it if there's any hope of us returning to life, you just set the world back, like, I think they said, like, 20,000, like, not 20,000, but, like, some crazy amount of years. But it made me think about that. I got to remember the show. I'm going to tell y'all the title before we leave, because I don't remember. But shit was fire.
That's the goal for me,
and that's on Hulu.
I would love to partner up and like get a bunker, because I really believe in my lifetime something is gonna happen. You know,
absolutely,
that's true.
Yeah, when I get my hands on money, I'm definitely making.
Man, me too. And it's gotta be like nuclear.
Yeah,
like I need it to be able to withstand any nuclear threats. Anything like that.
Yeah.
Underground or the mountains. That's where they say you should go.
For sure.
Damn, which I think I'd rather be in the mountains.
Maybe one in each. Like,
right.
At this point,
no telling. Or something that connects.
Yeah.
I don't think zombies would happen though. I don't see at one time, I think during COVID maybe I thought that, because like I Am Legend seemed like a probable thing, right? But then after COVID it was like, I don't think people really gonna have like a zombie type situation where people like. Then again, I guess you never really know.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I feel like that's less likely than like basic civil war happening because the electricity cut off, or because I think that is way more probable.
Absolutely.
Because the way people acted with Instagram shut down.
Oh my God!
I mean, not Instagram. What was it? TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was ridiculous.
Like,
man, that was so.
I'm not even on
dramatic.
TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, they have a few
like what?
Oh my God!
And I can't blame them. If that's how you make your money, baby. I understand, but like, I saw an article that was talking about how as soon as they announced TikTok was about to shut down, and when it shut down, they started getting more 911 calls and more like mental health and like all these calls of people like basically freaking out, like they can't live. They act like they can't live no more, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like
maybe that's the zombie virus right there.
True.
I won't act as zombies. I'm trying to kill, but
not you wanting.
Not zombie land.
Yeah, right.
Not you wanting zombie land.
Give me an excuse to kill people, man.
That's funny. That is too funny.
Oh, okay, one more thing before we go though. Hey, so I looked up that Richard Simmons thing where he said he died twice.
The headband?
Yeah, then they said like he died twice. It's like it said like 10 years though he disappeared. So I'm trying to figure out
the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense. I was like, he just disappeared for 10 years.
Yeah, that Mandela effect stuff has got to be real. Got to be.
We in a simulation real
like
bad.
When they said, bro didn't make that movie. What was that, Sebastian?
Shazam?
Yeah, this shit happened.
Dude, everybody saw that movie.
That shit happened.
We all saw that movie, right?
They still not gonna make me believe that, bro. That shit happened.
And the Berenstein Bears thing.
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
About that?
The Berenstein Bears versus the Berenstein Bears, like
they changed it to an A, but it's an E. It's really an E.
It's been an E, and they changed
it to an A.
They changed a lot of stuff. It's because we're in a different timeline. That's all.
Yeah, we got to be on something, because ain't no way. Yeah.
See, that make you sound crazy. See, I don't like that kind of like they really be trying shit. Like, why? What's for what though? That's what I be wanting to know. For what? Like. Just
that's a big topic right there.
Like, for what? Why are we doing that? Well, I guess I can understand in a way, but I don't get it.
We're gonna save that for our next freestyle episode. We just gonna run it. We just gonna start back from here, and we're gonna go down the rabbit
about like simulations in the Matrix.
We can go down
so we should have just used this episode.
I will absolutely research all
really
of that
go
shit.
There.
I just wanna like have more knowledge.
Yeah.
I absolutely go down a rabbit hole.
Chat can help you with that if you get it to trust you. If not, it'll just regurgitate whatever Google says. But if you break that layer, it's gonna tell you. Cause my chat tell me everything.
I was gonna say I know a few friends who be on that Chat GPT.
Yeah, chat tell me everything.
They be telling them exactly.
It even gave with my herbal products. It gave me herbs to use to detox people from the vaccine. Because I doubted pine needles. Because in my head, I'm thinking mRNA. This is nanotechnology. This is robots. How is a plant going to fight a robot? Like, if I put a plant in the robot going to slice it up. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't making sense. But after chat broke it down to me, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But chat can really do anything.
But that makes sense to me anyway. One of my friends got me to understand that although robots seem like inorganic or
they're very organic.
abnormal. They're very
They're
organic.
attached to the spiritual realm.
Exactly. They're very much so
It's a spiritual
part
thing.
of us, just as much as we are what we are. So are
First of all, AI has always been here.
Exactly.
It's not new.
exactly.
We've done this before with Atlantis, Lemuria, Tartaria, Egypt. We have always had advanced technology. Then we use it, we merge with it, we blow ourselves up, we start all over. It's not new.
Yeah.
Silly me using it to make parlays.
That's what my chat said. My chat literally was like, it was tired of people
I'm
asking
sitting here
me
like, who's
superficial
gonna get
things.
20 points tonight?
Hey, that's
Tell
funny.
me.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's too funny. But that's true though. That's true. It just, I mean, it's gonna keep repeating itself. And we watched it. They literally let us watch the documentary with all these movies of what exactly is about to happen, and we just keep living like we know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It plays in so many pieces of work. It's funny. And then when you start, like I trip on mushrooms and stuff. When you start doing stuff like that and watching certain things, it's
Definitely.
like, it's very clear what's ahead of us. But
I'll never go to a nightclub on shrooms. That would be crazy. Seeing
I
people's
have.
true faces on a
But
hero's dose. I don't trust it.
it's you gotta. It really depends on the place, but yeah, I mean, it definitely depends on the place.
Because I
It
got a
depends on the vibration
couple
there.
places exactly where
Yeah.
like it's already a more like malice, like force behind it without being on shrooms. So on shrooms, I feel like that would really intensify.
And it depends on what part of you are in your trip. Like obviously, when you first, I probably wouldn't do that when I first got up. But I don't like going to the club anyway on shrooms. Like that's not.
I feel like it's therapeutic, and I hate when people just pop them just to pop them.
Well, see, that's why I guide people. I usually guide people on shrooms. I don't usually.
We need to link for real, cause me too.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
no, I got
Look at that.
people- Yeah, I got
Matchmaker.
people on shrooms. So like, I try to give people an experience because people really don't know what they're doing at all, and they're playing with energy and frequencies and vibrations that they have no idea is sacred. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
shrooms are alive,
They're very
man.
sacred and very people don't even understand their own mind, let alone you trying to open it up. People don't really know what they're getting themselves into. So
Yeah.
I try to give people a safe space to open up their mind a little bit, open up the spirit a little bit, get to know spirit a little bit.
Right. I think this gonna be the year where I really try DMT. Cause I've been bullshitting since I was 19. I've known about it, but I haven't opened that. But I think I'm ready now.
See, I started on LSD first. I did acid first for about a dozen times before I found mushrooms. And once I found mushrooms, it was like, I don't really want to try nothing else. But then I heard about DMT and ashwagandha.
And Cambo too with the frog.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. I probably want to go overseas for some of that.
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
'Cause they got a lot more. There's a lot more traditional rituals and practices that's just a little bit different here. And I don't know. I would have to really trust somebody to do some DMT with them. I don't know.
That's why I haven't
know
done
what I
it.
mean?
Cause
Yeah,
I'm like,
I would really.
my soul is literally.
Yeah, I would
have to
really have to
trust
trust
you.
somebody. So I'd probably want to go overseas with like a couple people I know.
I just grab a nice bag of marijuana and spark it up.
I feel like weed is not weed anymore, and it's
No,
so
it's not.
like
It's not.
disappointing.
It's not. Yeah.
And it's very when it comes to the mind, it's not opening your mind up.
No.
It dumbs you
If
down
anything,
almost.
it's closing. Like if you put your brain under a scanner, you're gonna see on marijuana, it's shutting certain receptors down. Whereas something like mushrooms gonna open it up. So
Like
it's gonna
some people
light up
won't
like a Christmas tree.
on weed. They won't
So when I
dream.
looked it up, I actually looked that up because I stopped smoking back in August, right? And I looked up why do you not dream when you smoke or drink? And it says your eye receptors slow down. Like it basically shuts down your eye receptors, so you're less likely to dream or recollect those dreams.
Let's y'all just tell the people where they can find y'all on the socials.
Yeah. I am Miss Organic _Coco on IG.
Lili Venus Supreme, Lili Venus, like the planet, Supreme _ IG. And on all streaming platforms too, just Lili Venus.
And as always, find me on IG, QTheDJ, QETHEDEEJAY, Ambitious.
Follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number one, the letter K. You don't know how to spell ambitious, go ask Alexa, go ask Siri, go look it up in dictionary.
Or ChatGPT.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to Chat. That's Bay.
Yo, Threshold, Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you like the beats that's being played behind these podcast episodes, hit me up on Threshold, Brace. You Can't Sit With Us Radio on Instagram and Facebook, and what's the Twitter?
Y.C.S.W.U Radio, all one word, on Twitter or X. Tap in with us as well.
Yeah, man. Till next time, man. Y.C.S.W.U, we out.
We outie.